guys, today I am sharing a flip through of my My Stories Traveler's Notebook, and this little mini book here is based off of a digital product that the Awesome Ladies Scrapbook has in their shop, and it is a set of digital papers in a TN size that help you tell your stories. It has different prompts for you to tell different stories in your life. So the first thing I did was decorate my cover, and I really like how that turned out because I don't like the plain craft colored covers that a lot of travelers' notebooks have. In the intro to my album, I have a picture of me and then the answer to the first prompt, which is what my name is. And then this is where I start taking an art journaling approach instead of a scrapbooking approach. And I think this entire traveler's notebook is a good combination of art journaling and memory keeping. So for this page, I cut down one of the full page prompts that she has in that product. And I just cut it down to be a title on top of this magazine clip out. And then I did some journaling about my stories and why I think women's stories are important, because that is the whole point of the Awesome Ladies project, is to help women tell their stories. And then I have a story about my favorite place, and that's about some traveling that I really want to do and where I think my favorite place in the world will be, which is Raleigh Beach in Thailand. And this page is mostly just journaling, a story about something that makes me feel sad, and I did some journaling about my infertility. Back to an art journaling type of page, I did a story about something that makes me happy. And for this page I said, seeing life grow makes me happy, and that the most beautiful things grow out of ugly, plain dirt. And that the way flowers burst through gravel and bloom is a story of encouragement and perseverance. On this page you can see that I cut down the prompt again. Instead of being a full page traveler's notebook insert, I cut out just the title, and I did another art journaling page where I teared out part of a magazine and put it onto my spread, and then I did some journaling about how an everyday, ordinary life can be extraordinary. On the next page was a prompt about why I'm awesome, and I wrote about my creativity and my compassion for animals and humans. Then we have a story about my favorite story, and I actually created this right as the new Beauty and the Beast movie had come out last year. And I really loved that story. It presented Beauty and the Beast to me in a way I had never seen it before, which was that Belle wasn't interested in marrying, and she wasn't interested in looking presentable or doing the things that all the other girls were doing. She was interested in reading and learning and being her own independent person, and I really loved that. So I had this picture of me with some red roses behind me, and I thought that was perfect for talking about a story about my then favorite story. Back to an art journaling type of spread, a story about my hopes and my dreams, and I used these gorgeous flower stickers from a Me and My Big Ideas planner sticker pack, and kind of created a frame around the page with a photograph of me, and then I did some journaling across both pages. Another art journaling type of spread where I cut out my title and I used a magazine clip out, and this one is a story about something that makes me feel hopeful, and I loved using these gorgeous stickers here that say "Are Forever," and it's talking about how I feel hopeful about forever and being chosen by God and being loved by Him forever. And then a story about my favorite activity. Down here, I just put some stickers that had all the days of the week on it. And then I had a picture of a napping cat here. And I did my favorite activities down here. It says nap, craft, eat. A story about my home. I just did some journaling here instead of doing any pictures. And I like how this album is a good mix of journaling and art journaling and memory keeping. a story about one of my best days, and I wrote about the day that I launched my Hello Gorgeous class, which is all about helping women practice self-love and live their best lives through memory keeping. And then I also wrote about the day that I adopted my dog Claire, which was like 8 years ago. And then we come to the end. And that's it. This is my Stories Traveler's Notebook. I hope you have enjoyed a flip through and a look into this Traveler's Notebook / art journal / memory keeping mini album. And I will link this digital product down below if you are interested in all of these gorgeous prompts. I love the font she chose for it, and I love how simple all of the pages are. It is a really great way to tell your stories without having to put a ton of thought into it, because she already gives you the prompt to focus on. So, and I love how I can do this, and I love how I can use the same product a year or 2 years later and end up with a totally different book, because a story about something that makes me feel sad in a couple years from now might be totally different than what's making me sad right now. Or the same thing with my everyday life. My everyday life might look completely different in a couple years from now than what it does right now. So I love how this is a product that you can keep using, and you can use it every year or every couple of years and end up with a totally different outcome that gives you this good idea of what your life is looking like right now and the person that you are right now. So again, I will leave the product with all of these digital prompts and printouts in the link down below, as well as a link to my blog. I hope you have enjoyed this Traveler's Notebook flip through. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!